Hi, Dimple Gang. How are you? Happy Friday. Finally, it is Friday. Welcome to the channel. Lala says I'm Lala and I say things. This is you versus them. I'm going to try not to make it too long. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Take it how it resonates for you and your situation. Gemini. If it's on the fly, let it fly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The sun is not shining, actually. It's snowing. Yes, it's snowing, which leads me right to my channel message. I don't know if it has anything to do with this reading, but I had a very vivid vision. I had a vision. I kept hearing Boys to Men, Let It Snow with Brian McKnight. I kept hearing that song. And I saw somebody like screaming. It looked like TikTok, but somebody's like name was like Apple Bottom. I don't know if somebody was like recording someone or I don't know, but I know there was like it was in a bathroom and I saw like a green, like a turquoise towel, like was around this person. They were sitting on the toilet. All they had on was like this towel. And they had their head buried between their legs. Like they didn't want to be seen or something like that. And it looked like they were like crying or angry. I don't know. It was very strange. But I did see like the tile. I don't know the significance, but it was like the tile was white and then it had like a square, like on the bottom, it was like a square of like blue, like almost like this color. Like this color. It's a bad example. No, it's closer to this color, maybe a little darker. And then on the wall, like the back wall of the bathroom, again, it was the same pattern, but it was a big hole. It was like a puzzle piece. It was like a big hole, and it was void. So you could like see through the shower or something like that. And it was like a glass shower and the water was running, but they weren't in the shower. They was just sitting there crying. And then the other part of the vision was like I saw somebody with like a white shirt and it had like red writing on it. And it was something on their tongue. And they took like the bottom. Y'all can't see. It took the bottom of the shirt and like wiped their tongue and like whatever they saw on it, they was looking at it with disgust. That's what I saw. 333. So I don't know if that's relevant to this reading. And I don't know who that resonates for. It is definitely a man. And they had like a high top fade, like Boys to Men, like back in the day, and it was curly. That's what I saw. Okay. If you're new to you versus them, this is how it goes. Energy on the left side is Gemini. I mean, sorry, your person or the person on your mind and your energy. Energy to the right is Gemini energy, overall energy in the middle. I usually take one card for each side and then the rest of the deck in the middle. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Holy dude! Hi, Bookie Butt! Where you been? I've been messaging you and messaging you and messaging you. Don't you? And I am telling you. It's like, just kidding. I'm so glad you're here. Hi. Welcome. Simple game. Let's see what's going on. Any negative energy being sent toward me, Holy Spirit, or the collective return back to its sender with love, peace, and grace. I saw something today. And since ego, I figured, and since ego has been a recurring theme, someone needing to surrender. I saw something in one of my Bible plans today, and it resonated with me, and I wanted to share it. And see if I can find it. Oh, I took a picture of it because I was like, I don't want to have to waste time to try to find this thing. Okay. I don't want to do this right now. I just want to. Why? Today is. Here we go. So it says, look, it started out of Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. This is the NIV version. And it's God saying, well, Jesus is saying, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. And what it was saying, what the devotional was saying was some people fear surrendering to God because they think it might take away their happiness, and that's not true. And it says, oh, here it is. Surrender is not losing control. It's handling control to someone who loves you more than you love yourself. I was like, bars. I'm gonna read it again. Surrender, when you surrender, right, to God, to a relationship, whatever the case may be, it is not losing control. It is handling control or handing over control to someone who loves you more than you love yourself. Not to the point where somebody is dominating you, but you're saying, love is an action. And with that, and when you choose happiness or you're choosing your happiness with someone, you are surrendering part of yourself to them. And I thought that was very, very deep. And I was like, I want to share that. So let's see if that's going along the lines of what I saw and what I read this morning. So let's see. Current energy for the person in Gemini's energy, Holy Spirit. We have mask. So this is some form of control, right? Pretending, mask, and exaggeration, bluff. I feel like somebody underestimated you. Just right off the break, I feel it. We have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. All right. And overall energy for dimple game, Holy Spirit, all Gemini placements. Oh, well. We have two cards come out on your side, Geminis. So we have mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, and confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. And then we see pain, apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. So I'm going to take it. I don't know. It's very strange. Energy, but we shall see. Okay. Let's see what's going on. What's the energy of the person in Gemini's mind, Gemini's energy, Holy Spirit? Okay, I'm taking it. So we have the world, the moon, the hangman. Well, lots of major arcana. Major arcana represents some sort of change. There's a lot of change that either needs to occur or with this person, or they're recognizing something within themselves. You could be dealing with heavy Pisces. Geminis could be dealing with Pisces. Um, First of all, I feel like this is somebody who wasn't honest with themselves. Um, the moon represents the subconscious mind. So there's someone has very, very deep emotions, and they're realizing that they have very deep emotions when it comes to you. Yeah. And this is somebody who thinks about this when they're by themselves. Could be a Virgo or another Gemini. I read the Hermit as Gemini because we be ghosting people. Sometimes we need to be by ourselves to recharge. So that's just me, how I read. Not everybody, but whatever. Um, so yeah, I feel like there's a major epiphany. But what I like about this hangman is the hangman also represents sacrifice. So I'm feeling like whoever this person is realizing in order to have some sort of reconciliation, because that's kind of what I'm getting like this is, or even a completion within themselves. In order for this person to feel whole, they have to be willing to sacrifice. And it could be their fears. And that's what this person thinks about when they're alone. All right, well, let's see how you feel. What's going on with you, Gemini? Show me Gemini's energy, Holy Spirit. The Three of Wands. Oh, well. The Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. All of these came out. And then we have the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of thinking on your side, Geminis. I feel like you want to, something here is about travel. We keep getting 3 cards. I don't have space for that. Okay. I feel like with the sun at the bottom, I feel like it's time for you to prioritize your happiness, even if you have to distance yourself or you've done this already. Okay. All right. So we have, I'll take it, the Judgment and the Hierophant. Thank you, Holy Spirit, and the Justice. All right. So I feel like Geminis, what's interesting to me on your side is I'm getting a very sure energy on your side. You know exactly what you want. So I'm kind of confused about why it's unclear and uncertain. Um, Maybe at one point you weren't certain about what you wanted, but this doesn't give me that. I feel like you're very set on kind of taking something to the next level. If you're with someone, I feel like you've learned lessons. I also feel like you're very firm on a decision that you've made. You're manifesting at this time. Yeah. And it's rightfully owed, Gemini. Things are balancing out for you. You could be seeing 1111. You could also be seeing 1010, 555, 333. I will say that where you could have been misunderstood about what exactly you wanted by this person, or maybe I just lost all train of thought. Like my mind just went blank. I promise y'all. My mind went completely blank. For some of you all, you may be open to a reconciliation, but I feel like there's some, what's the word? I hear contingencies. First of all, you want an apology. Heavy apology or wanting an apology. Do you owe someone an apology? So there's that. Or you want an apology from someone. Like you're not, I don't really see you budging. Mm-mm. down. I don't know why I feel like Geminis, you always knew what you wanted. I feel like this is more about this person trying to, is that the pretending? Trying to act like you didn't know what you wanted? Because this is very clear to me. Like you want commitment or marriage or whatever the case may be. This is a marriage, a justice and a hierophant. Some of you all are traditionalists. You have very high morals. I don't see what's confusing on your side. I'm confused. Yeah, the King of Swords. The King of Swords has very high morals. You have Aquarius in your chart. You're dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know. What's the world? The Knight of Pentacles. Virgo energy again with the moon. The Queen of Cups inverted. Oh, God. Okay. What's the Hangman? The Six of Wands. Well, whoever this is, Geminis, again, their fears, and they could have been like this for quite some time. It could be Cancer, Virgo, Leo. Somebody's fears and insecurities has caused them to kind of come off kind of like emotionally manipulative. Or they're not tapped in or tuned into their emotions, right? The world again. You see, that's a bunch of shit. That's a mess. This person has lack mentality, and it could be about themselves. Yeah, see, insecure. Told you. Is that Husky? Hi, Husky. Look at the dimple game pulling through. Well, give me the Three of Wands. Holy Spirit for Gemini. Oh Lord, come on. All right, yeah, you are very clear, Geminis. You want what you want. You moving on. You're not playing no games. You're not lying to yourself. I feel like somebody tried to make you seem like you were lying to yourself or lying to them. You're not. You was like basically either next level or moving on to the next thing, right? The Two of Pentacles. I feel like again we get this infinity symbol. So something may be coming back around for you. Geminis, we have the infinity symbol here, and then we have it again here with the Two of Pentacles. So you want somebody that's going to stick it out through thick and thin. That's your energy. Yeah, Knight of Swords, or you very firm about it. You have another Gemini placement in your chart. What's a Hierophant? You want an apology. We keep getting this like apology. And we have scales 3 times. So you also want equal give and take. I don't really see King of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And you want somebody that's willing to put in the effort with you. I don't really see how somebody could misunderstand this. That's why I'm confusion. Literally, like the card says, confusion. I'm confused because you're very clear on what you want. And it could have taken mistakes, learned lessons for you to get to this place. This I don't know why I feel like this is somebody who likes to play games or likes to play the victim or whatever. And it's on your side. So I don't know why I feel like this is somebody who has projected those tropes onto you. I feel that so strongly. This is somebody who projects and they do this runner chaser shit. Excuse my language, Lord. And they do this runner chaser thing, and then really all the insecurity and stuff is on them. It's not on you. 9 of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So could be a Capricorn, Pisces again. So you're someone's wish fulfillment. But the 9 of Cups has one more cup to get to. This is somebody, Geminis, where their way is not working out their way. The Nine of Cups can be a very stubborn energy. This is somebody here, like, again, like we've been getting all week, that doesn't value time. It's like, I'm going to move when I feel like moving. They take their sweet ass time doing things or even showing up for you. And then they're just like, oh, well, everything's all hunky dory because I'm here now. No, nigga, no. Sir, ma'am, that's not how this works. And just because somebody wants to come in, try to give you the whole world or promise you the whole world and wants to have like this perfect relationship or whatever, there's no such thing as perfect. This is somebody here who's, I'm not trying to be mean, but little delulu. I don't know, out here drunk in love. But they make promises that they really know that it's going to take time for them to keep. You're coming up as a queen to them and they're still at a knight. And I feel like if this is you, they're trying to say that you are this Queen of Cups inverted, or this is how they're seeing you, Geminis. That is not it. Because you're very clear on your side. This is somebody who's giving me, I want what I want, how I want it, and you're not really fully invested in what you want. They're not seeing your point of view. And I feel like that's where the change is coming. In order for somebody to have you, Gemini, because you've made it very clear what your terms and conditions are. Now somebody's seeing that I have to sacrifice self. And I don't know if this is somebody that's willing to do that. Because they, even though they have these deep emotions, their deep emotions are what's the word? Kind of jaded, kind of distorted. This is a distorted feminine energy. Upright is divine feminine. Upside down is distorted feminine. So it's giving distorted feminine energy. And I feel like this person is recognizing that. Maybe you could have been in that energy at some point. But their view of you is only based off of their projection of themselves. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting on this person's side. Because how are you upright here? Like, which is it? Eight of Swords, told you. It's their own insecurity. What's the Moon and the Queen of Cups? I tell you, I'm good. I'm good. The Nine of Swords. They're worried. You be seeing 999. It fell on the floor. The Five of Wands. So now they want your attention. It could be a Sag. Now they want your attention. Now they're willing to balance things out and be the yin to your yang and all that good stuff, Geminis. And this person watches you too. Oh, and then now they recognize you as their divine counterpart, the High Priestess. We have the Hierophant over here. What is the Three of Wands and the Five of Swords for Gemini Holy Spirit? I knew it. Some of y'all, like I said, you either going to reconcile or you're going to go in another direction. You're very clear about it. You're not afraid to move on. You might even meet somebody new and you travel. Geminis. Be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries. Six of Pentacles, again with the infinity sign. And I feel like this is a karmic connection, Gemini. Look at this karmic over here, Five of Swords. You're not playing games. Again, this is about surrender. And I feel like a lot of you all are letting go of the past, or you're letting go of past hurts, or you're needing to in order to move forward. Some of you all have been really putting in work and effort on, clearing out some childhood wounds. It's evident. I see it here. A Five of Swords is about surrender. Excuse me, I was drinking my tea. The Five of Swords is about surrender. The same way you're willing to surrender in order to have the connection that you want, this person needs to be willing to surrender too. Fear, ego, whatever the case may be. Gemini, I don't really think I need to clarify anything. It's very clear. So 828 angel number. Give me 3 cards for the person in Gemini's energy, Holy Spirit. 3 cards. Thank you. So we have boundaries. Do you teach people how to treat you? I feel like they're learning that. They say, open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And reconciliation. So this person wants a reconciliation, Geminis. With the word, yeah, I see it. But they're afraid because they recognize you have boundaries. And something's within divine timing. Okay. Whoever this is, Gemini, this person is waiting and trying to get your attention. They're going to start chasing you, though. Whoever this is. And this person may act like they don't care, but they do because they cry. This is what I saw in my dream. It said they were sitting on the toilet crying. It was, oh my God, it was this color. The towel was this color. It was this color blue. They was just like this, crying. I promise you. Oopsie. Oh, we have love. Love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws within yourself so you can learn. I see that, Gemini. You learn. You learn not to overgive. I love it. We have reaching a goal. One more for Gemini. Okay. Take your power back, Gemini. You're giving someone too much control. But this, we just talked about, when you love somebody, you have to learn how to surrender some sort of control, right? So we talked about that. And then we have gratitude. You need to be grateful for love already present in your life so you can attract more of it. And be honest. Gemini, I don't really see how you lying over here. You're very clear. It's over here. Because you're willing to surrender. I see it. You're willing to put in hard work. You're willing to let go of the past. For some of you all, you're willing to move on to something new. So you're open to something new. Others of y'all are open to a reconciliation. So you know where you fit. Somebody got to get out of somebody got to get out of their own way. It's very clear. Somebody has to get out of their own way. They're going to miss out. Because whoever this is has been like this for quite some time. And it's like when they don't get their way, then it's the other person's fault. I feel like they're this is definitely giving a dark night of the soul. But somebody is like, for the first time, seeing themselves. I don't want anyone else. Harlem could be significant. Dilemma by Nelly and Kelly Rowland. Borderline by Madonna. Keep getting this runaway. Kanye said, I could have me a good girl, still be addicted to them hood rats. I'm trying to tell you. Get You by Daniel Caesar. Oh, wow. Paralyzed by Lucky Day and featuring Ray. That's a good song. Final Messages, Holy Spirit. Final Messages for you versus them. Let's see if anything will flip out. I'm going to put this back because we keep getting this song. Listen, they freaking Gemini. So they wake up every morning like, dang, I want to call talk to Gemini. Somebody wrote you a letter or an email, Geminis. Please be patient with me. Ooh. Well, the grass wasn't greener. The grass wasn't greener. Yeah, somebody went through. Somebody. I Thought She Knew by NSYNC. Listen to that song. I Never Dreamed You'd Leave in Summer. Something significant about the summertime. Listen to that song. That's deep. All right. I'll take the rest of these. Something significant about an argument. You could have had an argument in the summer with this person. Get rid of him or her. I don't know. I just work here. Karmic cycle completed. Closed. Confirmation. Y'all heard that horn. Who commented on your post? I told you and watches you. No one feels as good as you do. Mm-hmm. And let's elope. Bottom of the deck. Have You Ever by Brandy. 11:11 as I close. Listen, Gemini. I cannot tell you what to do. Queen Gemini, what up though? I can't tell you what to do. Seems like, and I'm definitely just a lady on the YouTubes dealing with my own shit, right? But what I will say is lean not to your own understanding. Use discernment. Ask God what direction you should go and do that. I can only tell you what I see and what the energy is. And it's true. I see that both sides need to be honest. I feel like a mediator. Like I'm a relationship counselor or some shit. I feel like both sides need to be honest about what they want. Geminis, is very clear what you want, but somebody's not clear over here. For me, this is given like games. So, afraid, the moon, fear. So just be mindful of that. And don't let nobody come in and gaslight you either. Because you learned that lesson. Don't go back to things that you've already learned from. And if you're going back to a person, Gemini, and change is what the expectation is, and somebody is still coming in with the same stuff, different day, that's not your person. in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Because a true apology, Simple Gang, a true apology is changed behavior. Could be you, could be them. You'll be able to decide. You'll be able to see who's actually been putting in the work. So, and for those of y'all moving on to somebody new, like I've told you before, don't take past stuff into your new situation. That's my humble advice. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll see you later. And if you are in an area that received snow today, please be safe on the roads. Okay? And if you have all-wheel drive and you have to manually turn it on, please turn it on. And stay away from big trucks, as I was told this morning. Very reverently. Okay. Love you. Bye. See you later, Gators. Oh, my son says, we'll say bye. Bye. Say it with your chest, son. Bye. Bye, y'all.